Good morning children. Chapter 5 Arithmetic Progression. Here you can see some of the pattern of the numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, that is our natural numbers, etc. 100, 70, 40, 10 with some pattern it is formed 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 9,500, etc. minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, etc. 2, 4, 9, 16, that is the etc. square numbers only. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 odd numbers. Then the multiples of 8, 8, 16, 24, 32. So in this chapter we are going to discuss one of the pattern, that is among this you can see different patterns, sometimes multiplication, sometimes addition, sometimes some formula 3n plus 1 like that we will use, but we are not going to learn all the things. We are going to learn about the numbers which is adding a particular number to the previous term. In this chapter we shall discuss one of the pattern in which succeeding terms are obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding terms. We will come in detail only. So addition only we are doing, adding a fixed number to the for getting the next number. So that pattern only we are going to learn. So before that I just want to say that the previous patterns whatever we have seen, that is formed that numbers pattern is formed based on some rule. These type of the numbers are called a sequence. It's an arrangement only. In mathematics they are called as a sequence because some rule they have followed for arrangement of the numbers. Now let us see the details in which type of the patterns we are going to study this chapter. The first case we will take it as a natural numbers only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. See, 1 is the first number. For getting the second number we are adding plus 1 only, then only we are getting 2. Then from the to the 2 we are adding one more 1, then getting 3, then 3 plus 1, 4. So always we are adding plus 1 in this case, right? Now if you are going for this one, n is the natural means n is the general term of the expressions. Now 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that is a 2n, right? So this is 2, and for getting plus 4 we will get a plus 2 only, and for getting 6 plus 2 should be added with the 4, and plus 2 should be added with the 6, then 8 will get, like that this pattern is formed. Now here what happens, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. So what is the adding number here? In all the cases it should same, it is plus 10 only. Now what about minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2? It is an integer pattern we can say. Here etc. sign not there. Minus 3 is the starting number. Plus 1, what is answer? Minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1, what is answer? Minus 1, like that. Here 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, etc. like that. Now 3, what is the number to be added? 0 only. So 3 plus 0, 3, 3 plus 0, 3, 3 plus 0, 3, like that we'll get it. Now 100, 70, 40, 10, etc. So I'm adding this time minus 30. 100 minus 30 means 70, 70 minus 30 means 40, 40 minus 30 means 10. So each list you can see sometimes the numbers are added with the positive numbers only, sometimes the 0 we have seen, and in one case we have seen as a negative numbers also. But what is the condition here? The second term we are getting by adding a number to the previous term, that number is fixed throughout the sequence, right? So for getting the third term we are adding some fixed number to the second term. For getting the fourth number we are adding some fixed number to the third term. So for getting the second term we added plus 1 to the first term. For getting the third term we are added plus 1 to the second term, and for getting the fourth term we are added plus 1 to the third term. Once again, for getting the second term, that is 110, we added plus 10 to the previous term 100. For getting 120 we added 10 to 110. Like that it is going, and throughout the sequence the number is same. Now first point, each of the numbers in the list is called a term only. term we are telling. So 100, for example, I'll see 100 is the first term, 70 is the second term, third term is 40, and fourth term is 10. So each one is a term for us. Each one of the numbers in the list is called as a term. Now what we have done here, successive terms are obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding terms. These are the terms you have to remember. Successive terms are obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term. Such a list of numbers is said to form an arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression, AP. AP in short form we can write. Successive terms are obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding terms. Such a list of the numbers is said to form an arithmetic progression, AP. Now let us see this example, 2, 6, 18, 54, etc. See, 2 plus 4 is 6, but 6 plus 4 is not 18, right? But at the same time, 2 into 3 if you take, it is 6 only you are getting. Again 6 into 3. 18 you will get 18 into 3 you will get as a 54. So addition is not happening here. It is not an example for arithmetic progression. There we have learned that for getting the second term we should add some fixed number. So 8 plus 8, 16, that is the second term. Now for getting the third term I should add 8 only. 16 plus 8, it is equal to 24, that is the third term. Again plus 8 I am keeping here, that means 32. So you will get here 8, 16, 24, 32 is an example for arithmetic progression, but it is not an example for arithmetic progression. It is not getting this sequence is not getting by adding any fixed number. We are getting this sequence by multiplying. So different types of sequences are there. This year we are going to learn about arithmetic progression. In short, we can write a capital letters AP only, right? Now once again we will see the definition. An arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. It might have raised this doubt in your mind that what about the first term, whether which rule is following there. The first term is not having any rule. For the second term onwards the rule should be followed. It means we need a preceding term only. The preceding term here, first term only, before that we cannot do anything. So what is the definition says? An arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. The fixed number is called the common difference of AP, which can be positive, negative or 0. This I already explained. The fixed number is called the common difference of the AP, which can be negative, positive or 0, and usually it is denoted by the letter D only. It is denoted by letter D only. In some books, common difference, they will not write a CD only, they will write that time we can make out that it is a common difference. Now how to calculate a common difference of an AP? Let us take an example, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, etc. Now you can make out that we are getting the second term by adding 50 only to the previous term. Now let us see that if first term usually we are denoted by the letter A1, right? Then 250 as A2, that is second term. Then third term, fourth term, like that. Right? So now we are calculating what is the difference between second term minus third term. That means A2 minus A1 equal to 250 minus 200 equal to 50. Next, A3 minus A2, which are the values? 300 minus 250, again we are getting 50 only. Next, A4 minus A3 equal to 350 minus 300 equal to 50. So A5 minus A4, again 400 minus 350, it is equal to 50 only. So when we are getting the common difference is same throughout the sequence, then we can say that it is an AP, because addition is going on and we checked by the difference of the two consecutive terms. Difference between two consecutive terms, not from third and first one, fourth and fifth, like the fourth and second, like that. It is should be consecutive terms only. A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, and then A4 minus A3, like that we'll get. So what is the conclusion we are getting? In an AP, A1, A2 are the A1, A2, A3, A4, etc. are the term, means A2 minus A1 equal to A3 minus A2 equal to A4 minus A3 equal to D. D is called a common difference. In one of the case it is not correct, that is common difference is not same, then it is not an example for AP. Now check that 2, 8, 18, 32 is an AP or not. So what we should do, the first term is represented by A1, second term is A2, A3, A4. Not required to write like this for understanding the beginning only now. So that is why I am writing. So what is the difference between the consecutive terms? A2 minus A1 we should do, right? A2 minus A1 equal to 8 minus 2 equal to 6. A3 minus A2, what is answer? 18 minus 8 equal to 10. A4 minus A3 equal to 32 minus 18. So 14. So you see that all the cases the difference between the two consecutive terms are not same. So what is the conclusion? It is not an AP. Right? So whenever AP is there, we can either check in this way or check that whether the fixed term is added or not. So this is the way of checking that whether the common difference is same or not. So what we should do, we should find out the difference between the two consecutive terms. In an AP, if finite number of terms are there, then it is called a finite AP. In an AP, if number of terms are infinite, then it is called a infinite AP. Listen all of you, if it is countable, number of terms are countable, then it is called a finite, otherwise infinite only. If it is number of terms are sometimes 25 terms will be there, then it is a finite AP. Infinite AP means it is endless, countless, countable only for us. So the etc sign will be there. That type of AP is called a infinite AP. General form of an AP. How to form a general form of an AP only? Let us see one example. See 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Our normal odd numbers only with etc sign I have written. It's a sequence because based on some rule only it is arranged, right? Now we know that it is an AP because for getting the second term it is added to, for getting the third term it is added to 2 with the second term, like that. Otherwise 3 minus 1 it is 2, 5 minus 3 it is 2, 7 minus 5 it is 2, 9 minus 7 it is 2. That is common difference is same. Now the step is that how to write a general form of an AP. See, we already told that A1 is the first, right? So 1 is the first term. Let us take this as A only. Okay, now A2 is which number? 3. 3 how we are getting? By rule 1 plus 2 we are getting, right? So 1 is our A only and 2 is our common difference. See, when we are told that 3 minus 1 equal to 2 and 5 minus 3 equal to 2, 7 minus 5 equal to 2 only. So all these cases that is represented by which one? D only. So D equal to 2. What we are getting? D equal to 2 only. Now we are writing 1 as A we have taken, 2 as a D we have taken, A plus D we are getting. Now A3 I want. A3 is 5 for us, right? 5 means 3 plus 2 only. What is 3 for us? It is a plus d. So a plus d plus d again. So what is that one? A plus 2d. Right? One more I'll write. Don't make confusion. It is not that much important now. Next formula we will make, that time it is important. So it's a beginning only. You feel bad. A4 means it is 7. Right? A4 how will get? A3 plus third term plus fixed number. That is our d. A3 we already calculated. That is a plus 2d. So you are getting a plus 3d. See, when 4 is coming 3, when 3 is coming 2, then 2 is coming, it is 1 only. So a5 I can write without thinking anything, a plus 4d. Right. So general form of an AP is, general form of an AP is A as the first term, D as the common difference, means A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, etc. Where A equal to first term and a common difference, I'll write CD only, is D. Now another example, 8, right, 16, 24, 32. The question is general form of an AP. So we are taking that A equal to 8. Then what is D? D means second term minus first term. Again third term, 24, if I am taking 24 minus 16 equal to 8 only. So we will write now A1, that is the first term, equal to 8, which is equal to A. Second term A2 equal to 16. We know that it is 8 plus 8, the first term plus common difference. A3 is 24. Actually when we are having this one, 16 plus 8 I'll write. Now what is our 16? 16 equal to A2, that is A plus D, then again D, A plus 2D. Like that we are getting the sequence in the form of A plus D, A plus 2D. One more I'll write, A4. How we are getting? A3 plus D, that is 24. So 32 I'll write, 24 plus 8. 24 is which one? A plus 2D, again D, so A plus 3D. So general form. Now with the help of these two examples we are going to learn about these terms. What is that one? First term A1 equal to A, second term A2 equal to A plus D, common difference is added. Now A3 means A plus 2D, common difference 2 times. Next A4 means A plus 3D, which is called a general form of an AP. Find the first term A and the common difference D from the given AP. That means the given question itself is an AP only. We should just write what is A and D only. So A, my solution, A is the first term, right? First term A means A equal to minus 5, right? Now what is asked? Common difference. Common difference, what is the formula we have learned? Second term minus first term. So let us check. Minus 1 minus of minus 5, that is minus 1 plus 5, it is equal to 4. Next A3 minus A2. 3 minus minus 1, it is again 3 plus 1 equal to 4. Next what is one more term it is given, A4 minus A3, that is 7 minus 3, which is equal to 4. In all these cases you can see that the common difference that is D only. Since it is given an AP, only 1 or 2 you should do and you can write. So write here common difference equal to 4 and A equal to minus 5. Write AP if first term A equal to 4 and the common difference equal to minus 3. So we already know given that A equal to 4 and D equal to minus 3 only. Now we have to write the AP only. AP is, we have to calculate the first term. So A1 equal to A equal to 4. A2 means A plus D, that is 4 minus 3 equal to 1. A3 equal to A plus 2D, right? Why we need this one? So A is 4 plus 2 into, what is the common difference? Minus 3. So 4 minus 6, it is equal to minus 2. Now one more term, A4 means A plus 3D. So A is 4, 3 into minus 3, 4 minus 9 equal to minus 5. Therefore, the AP is first term 4, second term 1, third term minus 2, minus 5, etc. See, all these questions, that is find AP, they told you should write minimum 4 terms, then put the etc signs. Easy only, just to remember these terms. Once again you can get the examples in the next video. That time you can learn more. With this today's class I am winding up. Thank you.